Then I'll come here. I can share my screen. Can you see my screen now? Okay, thank you. Okay, without any delay, so we're going to start the sessions, and thanks for joining for today's session. Uh, before I'm going to kickstart the session, so I'd like to introduce our Singapore Marketers Group. I know many of the people from past couple of sessions where we are organizing a good content on the Marketing Cloud and the CDP and Pardot as well. So we are a part of the Singapore Marketers Group, and we were leading a group with the people of two, one with Janeshwar, other one with me. And Janeshwar is a senior manager with Capgemini. And myself, I'm a technology head with an Epistoki, and I have done plenty of experience on Salesforce system. And apart from this, I have plenty of experience with AWS and other cloud systems as well. And I've recently appointed as a marketing cloud champion for 2021. And so I'm keen to learn and working with many other enterprise systems, especially on the artificial intelligence and the machine learning programs as well. So without any delay, I'm going to start with the session. So our session today is the power of Salesforce Social Studio Automate. I know people really think about what is Social Studio and all, and how it can really helpful for the market especially who can manage their entire social channels in a single page, and they could publish a different kind of a post inside Social Studio. But people things like it just like where we can publish some post from Social Studio, but and we could analyze and we could engage a few reporting capabilities inside Social Studio. But there are a lot actually. Frankly, I can say that before 6 months or 8 months, which I really don't know, because I also think the same thing in Salesforce as a marketer perspective, because it only gives the I can connect my social accounts and automatically data streams will come to Salesforce, but there are a lot actually. But today we can discuss about what is inside Social Studio, what is there, what is the perfect power of Social Studio, right? So today's agenda, so as I said in the meeting notes, we have two sessions which is going to be organized, one with today's session, November 25th, and we have one more session on December 9th. So these two sessions where you can understand and join and then learn complete stuff of Salesforce Social Studio. As I said, you only know three categories called publish, engage, and analyze. But again, there are a lot of things which we can do inside Social Studio with the power of Social Studio Automate. I could explain the journey of Social Studio Automate, which talks about the rule-based engines, web-based software engines, which we can design the different process with social media content. And I'm going to talk about a couple of common use cases as well. So I think I can talk about some industry use cases that what we worked upon for different industries, especially on this energy and utilities, or especially on this telecom industry. I mean, every industry where they would like to leverage, especially on this e-wallet companies, right? And so I'm going to talk about common use cases where you can leverage Social Studio Automate, and then you could leverage these tools for better growth of your marketing experience. So the third, which we're going to talk about, the couple of tools, which talks about the content library, email notifications, and threshold alerts as well. So people thinks about what exactly Social Studio Automate can give you out, right? So in last session, the last thing which you can talk about, some any questions which can happy to help you out. And we have a quiz as well, where I haven't mentioned here as an agenda because it's a part of our agenda for for every Trailblazer community session. I'll happy to give away for 6 Salesforce facts. So please alert when you're writing a quiz answer. So the fast hands will get the good gifts. So please be ready with that as well. Okay. Let's start with what is Social Studio Automate. So what exactly it do actually? So as I said, everybody knows three elements in Social Studio, but what exactly Automate will do? So I'm not going to showcase the slide sometimes while logging into Salesforce Social Studio Automate, and I can showcase how it look like, the interface, the UI, and what are all the elements that we could go and then configure. Again, guys, this is purely a configuration. Okay, it's a purely configuration. So you don't require a technical expertise in your team, or you don't require a developers or any other UI UX teams to be go and then look into it. A pure marketer can be able to leverage this Social Studio Automate and then build some conditions, actions, and configurations to automate your entire source of channels to connecting to different systems. Okay, so a lot of things which you can talk about, but today we can talk about a few elements as per the agenda. So let's jump into it. What is Social Studio Automate? Okay, everybody knows that. So in a typical martech platform like marketing technology, martech platforms, we have two strategies. One with a marketers can come and then ideally they can provide the email content for us, and they can provide the target audience. Okay, one people will comes to me saying that, funny, this is an email template and these are all the target audience for me. I need the target data sits in, say, somewhere in the Salesforce CRM or Sales Service Cloud CRM, or somewhere sitting in Oracle Responses, or somewhere sitting in the Braze accounts, or somewhere sitting in maybe Oracle systems, or any other third-party databases called Snowflake, or any other FTP connection, FTP databases, Oracle SQL and all, right? So as a marketer comes to me saying that this is the requirement. The template I given, target audience I given, I've given you everything. Then what's gonna do it? I mean, I want to send this email on a regular basis, and I want to send this email on a timely schedule intervals, and with the proper information. I want to get the engagement analytics as well, right? It's a typical use case for every marketer. But initially, there are two kind of a systems with Salesforce, like in a different digital ecosystem that what we are in. We have a B2B and B2C. So especially for the B2B and B2C audiences, so it's aware that what kind of use cases that we're going to build for marketers, whether I want to leverage a marketing cloud, or whether I want to leverage the Pardot, or whether I want to leverage the Social Studio Automate. But by looking at all these things, the rule engine is the one which you could manage, where you would like to build, where you would like to set the audience criterias. In marketing cloud also you can able to set the criteria, because there are some data filters available which you could get the data from different systems, and then put some filters for country wise, or put some filters from person wise to get the data, because you have to identify the respective personas, right? The same thing in Social Studio Automate, it can provide you the conditions where you can identify the content or content of interest. There are different kind of contents available, which I'm going to showcase in the demo. At the same time, you put conditions. You have conditions where, a simple example, I have a Facebook account which I've connected to Social Studio, and I would like to filter the content of the social elements. So from Facebook posts, I'm getting daily 20,000 posts into my Facebook page, and 30,000, right? So there are some relevant content that what I get, but some of the content where I really don't like and don't interested in order to take or build my marketing strategy, right? So I'm getting 20,000 posts from one single Facebook page, and I'm going to identify the content of interest, saying that person is from so and so location, person language is so and so locations, or the person's interest, maybe he clicked on, maybe he typed a keyword, right? So he entered a keyword while he posting some comment, right? So all those kind of a content where I'm going to build a conditions, and after that, I got a content. What I can do is I'm going to perform an action. I got a content, then what kind of actions you can perform? So I can perform an actions whether it's a positive content or a negative content or a kind of a comments or links or whatever I'm getting it, but I'm going to apply some actions. I have a workflow that I can design inside Social Studio. Those actions will help you out for making your automation to be achieved. It's something like a rule which you could build. Let's take a simple example of segmentation rule. How segmentation rule works in typical Pardot. You could write a criteria, nothing but a condition, and you could apply an action. Action, nothing but you could use a completion action, whether you want to send this data back to any list, or whether you want to trigger a kind of a journey, or whether you want to send an automatic email notification to them, right? So the same kind of a concept can be able to achieve inside Social Studio as well. But those are all the data level conditions, right? The social segmentations and all, those are all the data level conditions. But here, we only talk about the content level conditions, because all the content can store inside Social Studio, right? So only you can play with the content conditions and the respective actions which you could perform, and then you could build a rule for your entire operation, that what you want to achieve. Nothing but actions, nothing but like you can create a case in Salesforce, you could create a lead in Salesforce, and you could apply some threshold alerts, you could apply some translation languages. So there are many of the actions available, but we can talk about one by one once you're landing into Salesforce. Here it is. So how the data flow typically works in Social Studio? Everybody asks about, I think you've told what is the Social Studio Automate does, because it's a simple rule which is equal to the automation that what we applied, and the same time an action that what you applied. But typically you want to understand more from the industry perspective or the system perspective, how a typical social data flow works. In social web is nothing but there are different channels: Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. You have a Pinterest, you have different kind of channels. All we are talking about is social, right? It's a social web. So any incoming post, nothing but so I have different Facebook pages, I have different Twitter pages, Instagram pages. Just take about Instagram. So there's an Instagram post that I posted from my Social Studio. I went to the publish, and then I've created an Instagram post for me, and then I've posted it, right? Once I posted my Instagram post, so a person, different kind of customers landing into my post, and different kind of personas will landing into my post, and then they'll reply, they'll like it, they'll comment it, saying that, hey, where I can get the registration link, hey, how much is a brand percentage, how much is a brand discount that I'll get, and so I've purchased this product, but I'm not getting any customer support, right? So all these kind of a thing will come into the picture. So all those are the kind of a post, right? So all the incoming posts will trigger to social accounts. Social accounts are nothing but in our internal Social Studio, we have a social account that what we set it up, right? Instagram account. And then on top of it, you should design some topic profiles. The topic profiles are nothing but you have your own topic profiles. Topic profiles nothing but a bunch of keywords that what you would like to target inside your incoming post, right? So there are some keywords where in the post saying that so there is a cosmetic brand which talks about all this beauty and wellness, right? So I'm going to create one topic profile with Instagram, and within the topic profile I'm going to add all this beauty, wellness, and all the keywords, right? Those kind of things which you can set it up first, your social account, your topic profile, and after that, where this data goes, because you got the data into Social Studio, all the Instagram conversations, and you got all the keywords about Instagram. Then these data I would like to filter out. I'm going to put some kind of a conditions. I'm going to put some sort of rule, and I'm going to filter the content, and I'm going to send this. I'm using this information in order to send or create something inside our downstream systems. Nothing but your Service Cloud, Sales Cloud, or your internal Social Studio, and all the stuff. So once the data come into the picture in Social Studio Automate, I have a proper data sources available. Data sources are nothing but the source where you can connect all your systems, nothing but your Sales Cloud, your Service Cloud, and your Social Studio also can connect with us. So I can connect the data sources, and here I have a rules design. I'm going to create a multiple rules for me. So whenever the data coming from so-and-so system called Social Studio, so what I can do is I'm seeing some negative comments on top of the post. What I can do is based on the negative comment, I'm going to design one rule. If a negative comment coming from Salesforce, Social Studio, then what I can do is I can ask them to create a case inside Salesforce, a typical use case for the customer experience, right? So based on the Social Studio Automate, what I can do based on the negative content that what I receive, I'm going to create a case inside Sales Cloud or Service Cloud. And inside Service Cloud, what I do is typically I have an omni-channel where I can assign the case to the corresponding queue, and the queue will pick up from the omni-channel, and the cases will be routed to the queue as well. One of the agent can pick the case, and he'll directly reply from Salesforce, because you're getting a case, you're getting a negative comment from the Instagram account, and here how quick that an agent can see the respective comment that what the customer has been posted, and directly an agent can reply while looking at the case description and the feed, and he can reply back and then saying that sorry for the inconvenience, and then our support team can get back to you or something. So this kind of conversations will go and then sit into the your Instagram comment. So that's why the communication will landing into the picture, and how the social data flow works. So from content to filtering, and from filtering connecting to the downstream enterprise system for the customer service support, to making your customer feel happy, because that's where we are coming into the picture, because it's not only for the one-on-one, but it's for one to all. So there are so many cases coming into the system, into Service Cloud. You could provide a real-time customer service for them as well, right? Apart from the chatbot that what you design, this is the another way where you can get the content and then provide the customer experience for them, right? So this is how the entire data flow works in Salesforce Social Studio. But let me go back to Salesforce, how it looked like. So first of all, I'll go to my Social Studio. So you have a URL. I believe everyone knows that it's a socialstudio.radiant6.com. So I have a workspaces available. I can create a workspace. So typically everyone can create a workspace with easy of, it's just a simple two, 3 clicks. And once you get a workspace, as I said, everybody can see, publish, engage, and analyze screens. So they can see all their posts from different Twitter, Facebook, and Instagrams. And at the same time, in the analyze, they can see the reporting capabilities as well. The reportings, which talks about all your engagement metrics, all your details about your system, your feed, the past volumes, countries, where the countries, the comments are coming from, your language, different languages, right? And the page fan trend, media type trend, and the sentiments. So inside Social Studio, where I know everybody understand you can design the sentiments, because sentiments are coming from the artificial intelligence, because there are some artificial intelligence program written inside Social Studio. It's one of the best programs written by Salesforce product team. And based on these, people will come to know what is the positive and negative sentiments. Again, this is completely are customizable, configurable. So if you want to train your bot or train your artificial system inside Social Studio, you can train it. There is a sentiment configurations available inside Social Studio. You could go and then design what kind of keywords you want to make the sentiment as negative. You can go and then configure that as well. So whenever from this Facebook account, I'm getting a lot of negative comments. You see here, whenever I'm getting a negative comments, I'm sending this to Salesforce and create a case inside Salesforce. You see the case number and what we designed, respective details. And the question comes up, how this case has been designed, and how the conversation has been gone to Salesforce CRM and create a case inside Salesforce, right? So that's what we're going to check it out. Just give me a second. Oh, it seems like the screen is not moving. Let me stop share. Can you see now? Okay. I think there's some connectivity issues because I'm sitting in some different location today. So sorry for that. Yeah. So here you can see here, I'm landing into a Social Studio analyze screen. So until the question comes up, like, what kind of snaps will Social Studio can provide. So you can see the feed of your entire page, the post volume, countries, the languages that what your customers are talking about inside your social post, your page fans trend, your media type trend, and you can see the top words at what your customers are talking about, right? And this is the sentiment. This is one of the best tool which is designed inside Salesforce Social Studio. It's nothing but so it's built on artificial intelligence, that what I've said. So again, this is completely customizable in our hands. Based on we can set up the keywords to make the sentiment as negative as well, because some of the keywords has been set up by Salesforce. Nothing but so when I go this negative sentiment, right? So you'll get the feed. Hello, I was wondering if there is a place I can get EasyTrip installed without going any expert, because this is something where the customer requires our support, because our customers are looking for an installation process from Salesforce. So this is the way that this is required a kind of support, right? So then we are sending this information to Salesforce. This is the kind of labels that what we design. So these labels are coming from, we have a macros. So any Salesforce Social Studio, when you want to integrate with Sales Cloud or Service Cloud, you have to design a macro first. You have to design a macros first. Macros are nothing but a connector which can connect to Salesforce Service Cloud and Sales Cloud and Service Cloud. So macros can really help you out for making your lives easier, because for connecting a system to Salesforce and connecting your negative comments to Salesforce or Sales Cloud and Service Cloud, right? So at the same time, so this is what I'm talking about initially. So this is everyone can easily configure and then everyone can easily do it. But the question comes up saying that, so of course you have the sentiment data funny, but I want to create a case inside Salesforce and I want to create a lead inside Salesforce, because some of the this is the kind of road type kind of media type or road type kind of an industry. But there are some industries where let's suppose pharmaceutical industry, right? So when you want to integrate one of your channels where the patient is looking for some sort of a product, right? So then in this case, it's a part of a lead management, right? So we have an ability inside Social Studio where we can create a lead inside Salesforce directly based on the feeds that what we get, right? So based on this information, we could automatically send to Salesforce and then create a lead or create a case inside Salesforce as well, right? So this is the platform where you can see the respective macros, everything here. You can click on admin. So once you click on admin, so you have an ability that you could create a macros topic profile. You can see here the sentiment model that what I've talked about. You could design your own sentiment model. You just click on manage and then just add all your accounts, like what kind of accounts you want to add. You can click on manage model, and then you could train your artificial program to listen all your keywords. Okay, so this way you can manage your sentimental model. And the other things are what we have talked about, topic profiles. So as I said, you can create a topic profiles, and within the topic profile where you can add multiple number of keywords, what especially people are thinking about, right? At the same time, engagement macros, the one which you're talking about. So these macros will definitely help you out for sending the information back to Salesforce, Sales Cloud, for creating of any case or lead inside Sales Cloud CRM. So these are all the typical admin related stuff where you can set up your social accounts, your set up your different kind of user accounts here, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and you could set up your Instagram hashtags as well, right? And the sentiment model, and you could look at your basic organization settings for the local time zones and all the stuff, and the labels and what we've talked about, right? So there's a send to Salesforce labels and some Facebook labels. You could design all your labels as well, right? So these are all admin related stuff. But when I come to this is a place where all the content will sit, okay? Where all the content will sit, but the real condition, the real logics will sit under one more URL called rules.radian6.com. So this is a platform. You could use the same Social Studio credentials to logging into the platform called rules.radian6.com. Inside these rules, you could see here, you have an option to look at other users in your systems as well. So I want to see some other user in my system what he or she has been designed automate rules. So when I clicked on my another colleague, so what kind of rules that what she has been set it up. You can click on the data sources. So here where you could set the data sources in order to connect to Social Studio, get the content, and send this data back to Salesforce Sales CRM. So you could see here, so we have connected multiple data sources with FB accounts, Instagram accounts, Twitter accounts, because we have a requirement whenever any negative comment coming from Facebook Messenger post, Facebook Messenger or the Facebook Social Studio post, or Instagram accounts or Twitter accounts. So the requirement comes about, you have to create a case inside Salesforce and then route that case to inside the omni-channel queue so that the agents will pick and then reply directly from Salesforce. Let's talk about this, right? So I've set up the social account, I've set up the data sources, right? In these data sources are nothing but you just click on new data source and then just click on edit. The first step is you have to create a new data source, and then you have to click on the respective, you have to add all the details inside the data source. So it's a completely built on Radian 6 API. So here what I've told is my data source name is FB Messenger. So I've taken as a real time. And what I have told my system is, so I have my Facebook page has been set up inside Salesforce Social Studio. So what I've told, what kind of media types are what I've requested for, any received inbox messages, because this is a Facebook Messenger, because you can integrate directly your Messenger as well. So anyone, you have a Facebook page, you have a Messenger designed for Facebook. So any message sent inside the Facebook Messenger by any of the customer, I have told my data source to collect the data, the inbox messages of Facebook, collect the data, and then I can showcase the rules that what we designed for this. So this is the connector. The connector has been established between your system, and I've designed the content as well. Now you can see here the FB Messenger rules, the rules that what I've designed. I'll just click on edit. Now it will ask you where you did the setup, because the rule will be depend upon your data source. So I click on a new rule, and then I'm gonna select my data source here. You can see the data source of what I designed, and here are the conditions. So what kind of conditions you want to meet? So I haven't kept any conditions. I've blindly told whatever the message coming from Facebook Messenger, directly hit the Salesforce. You can put the label as send to Salesforce. And here you can select the organization, the respective Salesforce organization that what we integrated with, the organization ID. Here you will get an option to connect the sandbox and to connect with, okay. Oh. Problem with internet. Okay, just give me 1 second, guys. So let me connect with my mobile. So just give me 1 second. Okay, you missed it from the data source set. Okay, I'll once again repeat, Clinton. Not a problem. Muni data on jaya. Okay, can you see my screen now, team? Okay, thanks, Clinton. Just inform me, Clinton. I think so. My other teammates available, Aditya and other guys. So probably they'll intimate me through WhatsApp. But sorry for the disturbance again. So let me go back to the data sources. Okay, so the step one that what we have to do is in order to design any kind of integration between Social Studio to downstream Salesforce, Sales Cloud CRM, Service or normal Sales Cloud. So first step one is to connect with data sources. And data sources are nothing but the pages that what you would like to see, because as I said, there's a requirement where we would like to create a case inside Salesforce for any of the messenger. So in Facebook Messenger, when I go to the Facebook, so when I've typed hi dear so-and-so customer name, so the requirement is any of the messenger, any message in the Facebook Messenger page has to go to Salesforce and then create a case and then start conversation from agent to customer, right? So like this, the requirement comes with another requirement, the typical use case. Funny, I think there are different kind of posts that I'm posting inside different channels. So there are customers who are looking at my post and then putting some negative comments, saying that the negative comments are nothing but there are some issues with the registration. there are some issues with some product labels missing, or issues with cosmetic delivery, also all these kind of things, right? So those things where by using this sentiment model that what I've told, you can tune your sentiments, and then you could tag that sentiment as a negative sentiment. Okay, so all this data I want to send back to Salesforce customer service team, and then I would like to send this to the omnichannel and then create a case, and then from Salesforce, our agent has an ability to reply a comment directly from Salesforce without logging into Social Studio. So that's what the requirements. The same thing for Twitter, Instagram, and other social accounts as well, because they want to manage all the social channels in a one single platform, and to automate the customer experience from Salesforce Service Cloud. So that's what the typical requirement every customer comes and say to in order to implement. So in order to implement those things, what you have to do is, step one, you have to go and then design the workspace for the corresponding business unit. Or if it's a one company, you can have one business unit called one workspace. If it's a multiple companies within one company, you can create a multiple workspaces. And for multiple workspaces, you could create each and every workspace. You can see there are different workspaces available. So you can connect different social accounts for different workspaces. And after that, you could design topic profiles for different workspaces. And you could create the Salesforce account. The Salesforce account that what kind of an account you would like to add. So you have to add your Salesforce accounts as well. And you could train your sentiment model. So these are all the main steps at the initial that what you have to do. And after this, the step two, what you have to do is, you have to come to the Automate, set up the data source, set up the data sources for all this is Messenger, this is the Social Studio account, this is Instagram, this is Twitter, right? Because for FB Social Studio, the requirement is to have 2 Facebook accounts or 3 Facebook accounts. For Twitter also, they want to integrate with 2 origins called 2 Twitter accounts. So I connected different social accounts into one single data source with respect to different channel. I'll go to the rules. So the rule is completely dependent upon the data source. Without data source, you can't create a rule as well, because you need to know where the data is coming from, right? Where the content is coming from, right? So I can see here one FB Messenger. So, but I'll pick now this Social Studio account, because the requirement is whenever a negative sentiment coming from a Social Studio post, go back to the Salesforce and then create a case inside Salesforce, right? So here I'll go to the Social Studio Connect, the respective Social Studio accounts, click on edit. Here I have a data source that what I've told is very important, otherwise it doesn't work out. And you could see the conditions. The condition that what I applied, sentiment is equal to negative. So the condition states that if your sentiment is equal to negative for any of the post, then only apply a label and create a case inside Salesforce, right? So here I can send to Salesforce and I'm applying for create a case here, right? It's very simple. So you will already get the Salesforce organization automatically here once you connect your Salesforce account. And here I'm given option for them to create a case. Okay. And here, if you want to apply another kind of an actions, not only for labels, not only for threshold, because you can have an ability to apply a threshold alert as well. Threshold alert are nothing but so you have a condition, a custom marketer saying that my marketing manager want to send an alert for me saying that whenever the post has been reached out to some sort of threshold, when in your account there are some 20,000 posts has been come from one single post, or 20,000 conversations has been comes into one single post. So all these kind of a thing, you could apply a threshold alert, but not only for those post alerts, I can talk about some more alerts as well in the later point. And you see different kind of an actions. What I can do, I can implement a translation service as well. So translation service are nothing but I would like to see the valid language, because posts are coming from different kind of languages. There are some languages with English, Spanish, French, and all, right? Currently, if a comment come from English, right? So when sending this data to Salesforce, what kind of case has to be created with different language? Comment is in English, but I want to create in French because my customer service sitting in French, right? So you could manage all these things. You could translate the conditions. You could translate the services of your translations from the incoming post, and then send to the downstream systems and create the case with the French that what I've selected here. So not only for the translations, you have an option here as you can set the priority. You could send an email to one of your agent whenever the case has been created to Salesforce, or whenever the case has been triggered from here as well, right? You can score the post, you could remove author label, you could hide the feedback post, you could detect the language as well. So there are different kind of actions available, which I would recommend to go through. And then you can see I'm going to apply some threshold alert here. So here I'm going to apply a threshold alert that what I've designed, an alert that what I've told, if the post has been reached, or if the keywords has been matched, or if the respective information has been not accurate. So these kind of an alerts where you could alert to the marketing manager, so that the marketing manager can see what kind of data has been flowing, and I can showcase how it works as well, right? So this way you design your rule, you design your data source, and now the connections are really important, that where you would like to send this information, right? So here go to the connections. You see the connection that what I have, the salesforce.com, that where I would like to send this data, or where I would like to create a case inside Salesforce. So this is my sales. You will get an option here: connect sandbox, connect your production organization. I'll choose a sandbox, and you see translations. The translations are really good for a lot of the enterprise customers, because these translations are dependent upon the AWS Azure, Microsoft Azure translation service, because we don't have the capacity inside Salesforce Social Studio. That's what we take help of Microsoft. So this entire translations is built on Microsoft Translation Azure service. So in the Microsoft Translation Azure service, you get the account of Microsoft Translator from Azure, and then you could get one subscription key. Once you get a subscription key, you just enter your key here, and then you have an ability to apply translations for incoming posts that send to Salesforce as well. Okay. So I can showcase what kind of translations are available inside the Social Studio. So I can showcase translations. So you can see here, Social Studio Automate supports incoming translations for 27 languages using Microsoft Azure translation service. So you could see it contains Hindi, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Vietnamese, Swedish, Spanish, Russian, and all the stuff, right? So these are all the supported languages. So you require a Microsoft Azure translation service. What you can do is you can create one Microsoft Azure account, and then it contains one of the SKU like our Sales Service Cloud called Translation Service. Get the translation service, and then you could opt for translation service, and then get the auth key from that, and then use a auth key inside your subscription key, so that automatically it will be connected, and then you will get a list of the languages where you would like to connect your content from Social Studio to downstream systems called Sales and Service Cloud. Okay. So this is an entire process how the Social Studio Automate works in terms of setting up the data sources, setting up the rules, and setting up the connections. And I'm going to talk about tools in the next session probably, but let's go back to the our presentation, and then we can talk about many more things. Okay. I think you're able to see my screen, right? If I'm mistaken. Can see my screen, right, team, still? No, okay, thanks. Let's go back to the presentation once again, and I'll yeah. So hope you understand something that how how we could segregate the content, and then build some conditions, and then build a rule for us, and then makes our lives easier to provide a customer service to many of the customers sitting in different social channels with the point and click configurations, right? And the next thing is so how a typical, as I said, how a typical single platform called Social Studio can really helpful for making our lives easier, because no matter what tools that we're using, right? But because we're all working in the same social accounts, it's web accounts, because you connect with the same accounts to your advertising studio and marketing cloud, because that gives you a lookalike audience to bring into Salesforce marketing cloud, and then bring them into a journey, and then place an ad, right? So that's where the real marketers works for. So but the thing is, in Salesforce Social Studio, the best out of which is like the content, the digital content, the post. So you can see here, for example, when somebody is responding a post from Service Cloud, Sales Cloud, right? So the responses still will be visible in Social Studio. That's the best out of the breed, right? So the typically how it works normally when I post when I publish a post inside Instagram, person like Ankit will come, and then Ankit will reply some message with a negatively saying that he has some issues with the delivery on the delivery with the company. Let's suppose the Flipkart or some other companies where, like, so they have some delivery issues. So immediately Ankit will post a message in Flipkart pointing or tagging to instead of talking to Flipkart saying that so Flipkart, what kind of an experience that what you're giving us. So how Flipkart comment will, how Ankit posted the Flipkart comment will goes back to the Social Studio, and the Social Studio will look at the comment and it will check the sentiment analysis, whether what kind of sentiment characters has been given by Ankit. He's not happy, so he's not happy is one of the negative sentiment, and automatically we are applying a macro. Automatically macros will help for tagging the respective label, and immediately it will go to the Social Studio. Social Studio automate you have a data source where the comment coming from, the comment coming from Instagram, and this is a negative comment. The condition matches, and immediately I told my system to create a case inside Salesforce. The case creating inside Salesforce, and then it will be assigned to one of the agent. Agent can directly reply while looking at the comment. So immediately within a fraction of minutes. So the maximum that what I can tell you guys in Salesforce Social Studio, the entire process will take 2 minutes. You will get an option over there, but the maximum that you will get a customer experience within 2 minutes. Okay, so that's what we could challenge inside Social Studio, because it is 2 minutes is nothing, but it's very quick as what I see in terms of experience that what you're giving is, right? So within 2 minutes, you'll get a case created and a reply you will send back to customer and attach the same comment. And you could see the same comment inside Social Studio. Along with, you could see the same comment inside your Instagram account as well. Okay. So at the same time, you will get a separate notification from the social Salesforce Service Cloud. A case has been created. So as a customer like me, I'll just wonder, right? Because I'll get a comment immediately, and at the same time, somebody from Salesforce CRM team sent a case has been created on behalf of me, and then they sent a notification, auto response notification to me. So I feel pretty happy saying that, okay, the team is looking into it. I'll get some sort of resolution in the coming minutes or coming hours, right? So that's where how we are giving an experience to the customers with different source of channels or different digital channels inside Salesforce, whether it's Service Cloud, Sales Cloud, Social Studio, whatever it is. But the customer always looking for us, and then we have to provide a service to them, right? So that's where in a single social data platform, you see the respective users, social accounts you could configure, a topic profiles you could configure, automation rules, settings and preferences that what I've talked about. And on top of it, you have an ability, the social data platform, you can connect to the marketing cloud using single sign-on. You can connect Social Studio via an API that what I've told, right? It's a Radian 6 API. Yep. So with the single social data platform, the Social Studio platform, you can connect to your Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Social Studio. So now you see in a single platform where you can connect with multiple systems to provide a significant amount of content or translations or content filtering, conditions, actions to make completely to responding a post. So these are all the channels where you could leverage. And I'm going to talk about a couple of use cases that what I've told, right? So there are some selection of common use cases, how we can influence some of the prioritized elements. There are some use cases that what I've told about, right? So the typical use cases, so there are some high Twitter follow accounts, Twitter bios, verified accounts, other influence score. So I want to get some sort of information where customers are with the negative comments, customers with negative experience, or the customers with the best tweets, customers with best keywords associated, and then they're making our post is more boost in terms of making their comment, right? Like celebrities can tag or comment, or celebrities can like or comment, so it will go beyond the what we are think about it, right? So we can identify the post from verified Twitter handlers, other influence codes, and we can search Twitter bias as well for the incoming post to find people with specified interest as well. So these are all common use cases that what we really see inside Social Studio. At the same time, what else we can do? Like, we can categorize a post as well. So what I've told, so there are some different kind of posts that are traveling to Social Studio, and we could act on the labels as well. You see some of the labels where this is a journalist, this is keywords where food, vegan, and you can see a couple of keywords that what I got from Twitter and Twitter and Instagram, right? So you could put the respective post, what kind of labels. You could design the labels based on some certain criteria as well, and you could design who's author of the label as well. So because there is a post which is coming from so and so we could make it as he's a journalist, right? So there is a post coming from different kind of person as then we could label as he's a pharmacist, right? At the same time, we can categorize the post, and then the one which I've told, we can leverage the macros to route the post inside your Sales and Service Cloud. So these are all the elements where we could categorize the post and then apply some sort of labels. Labels are really, really important and really, really helpful for making our lives easier, because we want to get to know the personas who are making different kind of comments. Based on this, you could apply the labels based on the conditions, and after that you could post those labels or those kind of negative sentiments back to Sales and Service Cloud. And as I said, we could send an email alert notifications as well, the alerts. So there is a label where you can see here, right? So you could send some notifications as well. Nothing but so you could notify distribution list that post matching your criteria, because there is a list where it matches with my criteria. So what I can do is I can automatically send an alert to my distributor, and then you can directly go and then check it out. And is there any negatively mentioned your brand? Then those kind of information which you could send to your brand manager as well, right? So there are some volume thing that what I've talked about initially. There is a volume which is going rapidly up with the different or a defined period of time. So when those kind of conditions also, you could fire an alert to your marketing manager teams. At the same time, so there's a daily limit of your negative sentiment post related to your brand has increased, or there are some comments which is drastically going out as per the limits of what we specified inside Social Studio. So all those things which you could define inside Social Studio Automate, and you could send an email notifications as well. And again, translation, that what I've told. So there are some automatic translation posts with different kind of languages. You require a Microsoft Azure credentials, and you require a Microsoft Azure translation service, a SKU, which you can get the authorization key and then leverage inside Social Studio Automate to manage your content proactively. And so the translation attached to post as notes inside Social Studio. So it's just the notes. And you see here a kind of different translation that from what we converted on English to different languages. At the same time, not only for social posts inside your Social Studio, but again, whenever the case has been creating inside Salesforce, it automatically converts the language from English to different language that what you opted for in the conditions, and then it creates a case with the same language. And as I said, we can create a cases, and we could create a leads as well, and these things where you can directly send and then create a lead, and then rep will take care of your lead management altogether with the different channels inside CRM, and an agent can help you out to reply your comment on the customer service to make the customer feel happy. And you can see a purchase of intents, pre-orders. You can create customer service, product queries, complaints, or any other case related elements. So that's what Automate can provide you for creation of the cases and leads. And again, the SLA, make sure our response times keep your increasing, as I've told. So it'll take 2 minutes of time in order to get the entire operation get successful and get the customer feel happy. And apart from this, in Social Studio Automate, so whenever the condition matches, before hitting to Salesforce CRM, you could write an alerts to talk to the manager, to send to the manager, because some of the customers are very premature customers for us. I think, but they're selling, or they're the top customers for us. So those kind of customers, we could send this alerts directly to our brand managers or the marketing managers to take an action, and then meet the deadlines or meet the SLA in order to make some good CSAT scores as well. So this is what we talked about. So how it really helpful for the Social Studio Automate, how really helpful for making or reduce the noise of marketing manager. Typically, the marketing manager's life's really happy if they see this is a kind of a system where they could manage everything in terms of not only for the engagement that what they're seeing inside platform, but automatically they're getting the retweets, quote tweets, brand posts, profanity, content related specific keywords, content from others with specific keywords in their blogs, right? So all these things you can see in a one single source of truth, because it makes their life easier, right? Because if I go to each page and then go to the analytics and integrating analytics with Google Analytics connector adapters or whatever it is, like it will be very fast. By using this, probably can make it more. We can make it very easy to in a single platform where you could manage everything with the hassle-free kind of an operations with simple click and configure. So we're going to talk about some of the tools. What we are talking about, the tools are the content libraries. The content libraries are the one which I've talked about. In a single condition, you could have a libraries which contains thousands such terms and up to 5 keywords, and you could use a wildcard search as well, because in the conditions you could add those conditions. With wildcard search, it works. It works with multi-word search terms as well. But the only thing is the exceptions with @ and hashtag, the special characters are not supported within the content level in the condition level search. So I was recommending to leverage wildcard most of the time, because I use wildcard to get to know, because wildcard is the most preferable item, right? Because the people commented on such kind of a keywords, we're really not sure what kind of keyword they've commented. That's where the wildcard will help you out for making your multi-word search terms easy, right? So in a single condition, when you apply a condition, so each library may contain up to 1,000 such items, and it contains up to 5 keywords, and approximately to multi-word search items as well. May apply it's near to the multi-word search items. It contains 2 keywords or 2 words, then it mix, and then it will give you the results of the conditions as well. As I said, the email notifications, we can trigger an email alert for incoming post with the keyword, with action taken in Social Studio. You can create an email templates with associated distribution list with limited to 255 characters. You could directly create an email template in Social Studio Automate. So that's what my intention is. And you could use a dynamic content in subject line and body of the email as well, while shooting an email notification to one of your brand managers or anyone, right? So a simple example that what I written here. Tweet by William Bob, and they tweet something on this website was sent down, fail, whatever the keyword, right? So an email notification I'm triggering with subject message, and that's it. So this is the email notification that you could leverage inside Social Studio Automate, and then the email received with the internal brand managers or the internal support team or the internal marketing team. You see the message with other, and you could use this variables, the match variables with other content that what the other has been posted inside the Twitter, and the other has so on and so follows. Based on it, we could take it, and our team, our manager, the one which I've talked about here, he'll take a complete responsibility on this. Your distributor or your product teams, they'll get a message something like this, and then they'll take it upon, and they'll act upon directly to the respective customer, right? So the threshold alert that what I've talked about. So there are some limitations where I would like to pre-populate. One with there are some alerts where you could define with your distribution list. One with 24/7 potential crises or any other volume spikes. Or as I said, there is a limit with threshold alert with 2048 characters only. You could only send that kind of a message using a threshold alert. You can't do it more than that. So there are different scenarios where you could leverage threshold alerts. One with an absolute increase of volume, or we could display some sort of negative comments at what the customer has been posted. And as I've said initially here, so you could design some sort of notifications here, and you could attach some CSV file with containing up to 50 of the posts that triggers that alerts as well. So on top of the sending an alert to the select alert to a notification, you could send a CSV file along with CSV. You can attach a CSV file which contains some 50 of the posts that triggers that alert as well. So that's one of the good that what I've seen so far. When I like Social Studio Automate, the one thing I like is threshold alerts. That gives a lot of benefits. That gives a lot of benefits to multiple teams, especially working in a multi-channel platforms. So currently, I'm a person who's on field all the time, and I'm not getting a chance what's happening because sometimes where I'm in front of this customer, and then suddenly this kind of a spike, this kind of comments are coming, so I feel a little bit bad. Then that's where it really helps us. The alerts will come, and then we'll sort out those kind of scenarios directly in front of the customer as well. And scoring, as everybody knows about, so we can apply scoring as well. So the scoring inside, so I can showcase that. So probably, as I've told, inside your translations, you can go to the rules. I'll apply one of the, I'll go to the one of the rule. I can showcase that you could make us. So now I'm into rules.radian6.com because I'm into Social Studio Automate platform. Hopefully, you can see my system with the Social Studio Automate. Yeah, in rules, I'm gonna pick one of the, let's pick Instagram, okay? So it makes easy. So here you can see other labels, and you could see the threshold alerts. You see the one score post. Yeah, this one I'm talking about. Go to just to drag and drop, and then you could put the score. So this must be used in Salesforce. Nothing but so you know analyzing, right? The analyzer inside Social Studio, where inside Social Studio Analyzer you could define an element for each and every post. You have some sort of score is been enabled. So what you can do is just click on create an analyzer. I'll go on and create an analyzer for you. So analyzer will help you out for making some of the content where you can pick it up and then you could create that. But I don't have that currently. I don't have an option as well. But we'll talk about this analyzers and all in the next session. So I'm gonna come up with some sort of examples as well. Let's go back. But as I've told, so you have an ability that you could analyze with score posts that are being sent to Salesforce as well. So these kind of a data, the lead scores, right? So let's take an example of the incoming post starting value 100 points. So you see the contain matches with content library with any of the full language, 10 points I'm going to give. Other label minus 100 points. Hyperlink minus 10 points. Is a retweet minus 15 points. So you know how the smart dot keyword the grading will work, right? The same thing here also. I'm going to put some incoming post starting value. I'm going to put some value with 100 points, but while matching all these conditions, I'm going to get some addition of the points or the removing of the points. So all these things I'll take care of it, and then this final score I'm going to send to Salesforce, because when you click on the lead or respective case, you can click on the score, then automatically you'll get the scoring of the respective case. So this will help you to analyze your targeted audience with what kind of information. Some of the cases where you don't really don't care about it, because some of the information which is missing from the social post, maybe the label is missing or hyperlink is missing, or there is no retweet has been happened from Social Studio by one of the marketing team. Then all this information come to Salesforce, and so those kind of cases where we no need to take care about it, right? Because no need to route it to our agents as well, because those we can marking as the duplicate cases or negligible cases. So this analyzer will help you to adjust your complete post mechanism, and will help you for your downstream agents to make their lives easier as well, because the agent will work on so many cases, right? Priority cases. Irrespectively, if you could use this, if you can build this analyzer scoring for all the channels, so that would really make the downstream systems lives easier. So the classifiers are it's one of the good topics that what I really like, especially the social media posting especially. So you have your natural language, nothing but NLP, as I've told, the sentiment scoring, which is completely based upon your artificial intelligence and your machine learning techniques, right? So it's a classifiers are built completely on the natural language process NLP to classify the social media post. So those classifiers will help you out for what I can do is I'll design I'll create one classifier, and I'll train my classifier saying that hey, look at this post. I want a post to be categorized on so and so content. I want to be keywords to be categorized on so and so, and my topic profile which is going to be designed and so on so keywords, right? So you see here, there is a use case at what we given. There is SCT. SCT is nothing but it's one of the keyword in topic profile, and how we can distinguish between on-topic post and noise. So it will tell you whether it is a scholastic aptitude or a past tense of verb or abbreviation. So the classifier which automatically converts because it's built on this NLP, and then it will see how much of classification categories that I can apply for. So what is this kind of a thing? Whether it is a a scholastic, or a past tense, or abbreviation. So based on it, I'm going to apply a rule. That rule help you out. The rule can help me out to understand the respective NLP conditions, and after that, I could make it as a label. I could directly create a label, because in Automate you see there is a conditions which can talk about the rule, the rules inside. You can see the respective condition. You can apply a post labels as well. Okay, this is a classifier which I can class as SCT, and some of them you can see past tense web to SIT of the one of the category. It will be categorizing as SIT, and the abbreviation of Saturdays will be categorized as Saturday. So by using these classifiers, you could manage your entire NLP system. It automatically processes NLP elements, and once it's been trained, it will take some time to train your platform based on your entire content. But again, once the system is up and running for the first 3 months, and after that, probably you could design classifiers to make the perfect labels to be automatically selected from the Social Studio Automate. So that gives all the information which comes around, because it will capture all your natural posting, right? And then it will find out the language that what they're talking about, because it's completely alpha based, that what they're talking, alpha based, and the speech processing, that what they're talking about. It will contains all the information, and then in Automate we could design the rules, and after that we could apply the post labels as well. That gives a lot of stuff for marketers to understand, kind of a label. So based on it, they could talk about the personas. This is from this guy is from pharmacist, this guy is from different neurologist, or based on the content that what we got and the keywords as well, right? That's where the classifiers are really good. That what I know in terms of the classifiers, and threshold alerts are my favorite, because they're purely based on alert mechanism, as well as to make our artificial intelligence works more smoothly, right? So let's go back. Any questions, guys? I think this is what the initial session one. Session two, we're going to talk about many more things, but I can show one thing. Everybody talks about how a case will be creating inside Salesforce, right? So let me showcase that. So I'll go to the cases. I'll pick some of the cases, especially on, let's pick FB social to case. I'll take any one of the case. So here you can see here from Facebook. So we got an option here. I lost my easy dip card. Can you please send me 12-digit number, so on and so. So from here, I got one more message on the same customer, and after that, it will get the same kind of thing. What I can do is I click on reply here. So when I click on reply, I'll have an option, because here an agent will see an option, the manager accounts, the social accounts, that what we design inside Social Studio Automate. And then here I could send a message and then click on post to Facebook. Immediately the message will go and then sit under Social Studio and attach under Social Studio. At the same time, it will be it will send this post back to the Facebook Messenger, that what the customer has been posted. So here under this reply, you can see inside the Facebook page as well, inside this Facebook comment, right? So like this, all this, not only for this, there are some other elements when we talk about this is Facebook. They're all the Facebook. Let's see if we have anything on a Twitter. So Twitter also the same thing. So when I go any one of the case, you can talk about the Twitter, because Twitter has been cases coming from Salesforce. From here, you could reply directly from your Twitter as well. So you could see the message, the manager social account you have. Just select your Twitter social account, and then you can just a message. You could use a direct message. You can see the direct message. You can directly send a message to a Twitter account as well. So all the post has been stored under one of your feed, and as well as social post. And in the social post, you could see the feed information, and every post that what you created, you will create a social post here. And in social posts, you could build some kind of an analytics to get to know what is the post harvesting timings, what is the post coming from, how much time does it take to resolve or create a case, what kind of inbound, outbound, all your recipients details, profiles, every Twitter managed account. You can build some sophisticated analytics as well using this information, right? So that's all we have today, team. Let's see if anyone have any questions. So probably I'll happy to help you out as well. How well does the sentiment AI work with non-English languages? It's a good question, Rainy. So let me share my screen as well. It works perfectly fine. That's where I recommending to have first. Let's have this setup of this translation services. Let's go to this and then it could design one translation service. Get a Microsoft Azure account. Step number one. Connect your MS translation accounts. This is the step number one. Step number two, you have to go back to your Social Studio. You go back to your Social Studio, and then it could have an ability to manage your sentiments. A sentiment model which is built on completely on artificial intelligence. So you click on your admin, and then you could find your other language keywords as well. You just first click on the just create one topic profile, and after that you could design your manage sentiment model. So here you could click on manage model, and then here you can add your respective keywords, and you could see the respective elements that what kind of sentiment you want to give. You want to give positive, you want to give negative, or you want to add more number of things, more number of percentages. You can add percentages as well. Add the keywords of the negative sentiment. I'll take this. You see 0.5 given to these kind of keywords with quarantine, essential, and hence, and minus 0.6 are given to so on so kind of elements, right? So you just add this. Let me close this. So here I'm going to choose the languages. So here I have languages available for Spanish. So I don't have anything, but what I can do, I'll click on manage model and I'll start adding the phrases and click on add. So it's about all these languages. And before, in order to work perfectly fine, I'm requesting to add a translation service. And after that, you could just select all these languages. Okay. Any other question? Any other questions, team? So happy to talk about as well. Okay, if no questions, I think let's jump into a quiz, and then we can and then make sure, guys, we could mention the right answers over there, and fast fingers get some good swag as well. So requesting each and everyone to have it get ready with the your keyboard or your mouse. Let me jump and then ask a question. But before, I'm going to have some kind of topics that I would like to discuss about. So you can join our Trailblazer community group, Marketers Group Art Singapore. So this group has a lot of information. So what I can do is I'm going to share this group link with you guys. So probably you can join this group and then get some relevant updates on the group, what's happening, what kind of events has been going up. So we're planning to have some good sessions on the Salesforce CDP in the coming days, with some real-time use cases, especially on the telecom industry, as well as the food and beverages, as well as pharma industry as well. And please join us, and then you'll get some relevant updates on the group as well. Okay. And requesting to join in the global group of the Pardot B2B marketing automation tool. So there are a lot of experts available to happy to help you on. Hope you know the community, so everybody is happy to help you on any kind of a question. Irrespective of the Salesforce or non-Salesforce enterprise company, enterprise kind of product level questions or anything. And the success calendar, where you can look about the success about the event types and what kind of events are going on, what kind of information is going on. So that this kind of information will help you out for customer success. And this is a Pardot customer hub where you can go and then find some articles in the Pardot. There's a training which can help you out for, there are so many talented expertise Pardot consultant available in order to provide some training for you. And of course, the Trailblazer community, which you can connect, can collaborate with all the Pardot users on a real time. And if you have any idea that you would like to, you wish to have inside Pardot or Salesforce Marketing Cloud or Social Studio or anything, you post your idea, and then whenever it reaches to the maximum threshold point, so that Salesforce product team is going to look at the point, and based on it, they could start implementing those elements as well. And the Pardot success path. So if you want to become a pro on this and then win some kind of a cool prizes, always a Salesforce comes and give away kind of a policy. So they'll have some free resources available, which you want to become a Pardot pro, and then you could win some cool swag as well. And again, I would like to thanks for joining for all the folks here. And then I know today's connection which is not good. Sorry for that, and apologies as well. And definitely in the next session, I won't repeat this kind of a thing. So we'll come up with a good active internet connection. I mean, I'm sitting in a different country altogether, so sorry for that. So next meetup is on December 9th. So that what I'm talked about, session 2, we're going to talk about data sources along with some of the tools as well, and the rest of the Social Studio Automate as well. So the session is on 9th of December. So I'm going to post the session timings in the next couple of 1 or 2 days, and then please feel free to join, and then again learn something good. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ping me in LinkedIn and ask any type of questions, or you can send me a message directly in the Trailblazer community, and you could mention me as Fanindra, and then you could get to know my name, and then you could directly DM me, and I'm happy to help you as well. So let's start quiz. So the fast fingers work speed as I told, and they'll get a cool snacks as well. Because please mention whenever the winner, whenever the first person answer the question, so they'll get a cool snack coming directly from the Apex store. So please mention whenever you answers correctly. I want to know your name, your associated Trailblazer web SSR ID, and I want to know your location as well, where you sit exactly. Okay. Okay, the first question. So let's start with the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is one benefit of Social Studio Automate? Whether it matches with social accounts to customer, or it allows customer service agents to respond to social posts, it reduces the need to review unnecessary posts like retweets, or it creates more social media posts. So what is the answer? So let's go back to the answer. So the answer is it reduces the need to review unnecessary posts like retweets, right? Because that's where Automate can help you out. That's where we talked about so far. So we can filter the content level and then build some conditions and the rules on top of it. Because we don't want unnecessary posts to retweets. Why you want retweets to be go on and create a case inside Salesforce, right? Right. So let's go back. Who's answer? C. The first is answer C. Arihant Jain. Thank you, Arihant. C's answer team. Arihant Jain is the one. Arihant. Please provide your location as well as name, email address, web SSR, associate email. Okay. So the next one, let me share again. So Arihant, you already got this cool swag. So if you answer again, I don't want to give you. So let's give a chance to other people. Okay. So congratulations, Arihant. So next question. What can you use for your data sources in Social Studio Automate? So when you talked about, right, so we have the sources available. So what are all the main elements which we required to automate the Social Studio? So is it managed accounts, topic profiles, or Service Cloud data, or it's ANV or BNC? Okay, let's go. Who's answer? The answer is D. As you already know, it's a simple, quite quick answer. It's a managed accounts and the topic profiles you required, right? So let's go back and let's see who's answered. Point number 2. It's a C. If I'm not wrong, it's a D. Sorry, it's a D. Everyone told B. Ankit. Congratulations, Ankit. So just let me know, just DM me your details. Okay. Congratulations, Sanket. Let's go back to our third. There are six actually, so don't worry. You'll get a chance to win. So what tool can be used to automatically score post? The one which now talked about, right? So just now I've explained. What tool can be used to automatically score post? Just now we've talked about. Okay, so the answer is analyzers. As I've told, so we have an analyzer which can create an analyzer and then score the post, right? So let's go back. Who's answer the third? It's Harsh. Harsh Vaishnav. So the answer is A. So good. Harsh, just provide me your details. Harsh Vaishnav. Okay, the next thing, next one. What can you do with workspace calendars? You could add workspace members, add social accounts, create user roles, or schedule and design content. So it's just straightforward. When you first log in into Social Studio, you will have a screen called the workspace calendar screen. So where you can see in the calendar, you could see the schedule options, you could see the content design, you could see the post, publish a post, and all this. There's nothing but a content design, right? So the answer is D. Let's see who answer this. Yes. Congratulations, Aditya. So just okay, let's go back to the last one. Sorry, we have two more. The speaker won't get anything. uh, who can add social accounts to a workspace? It's a workspace admin, workspace contributor, super user, or A and C. So normally social accounts where one thing when you go to the your manage users, right? So you can see an option workspace admin, and then you have an option in Social Studio where the super user can manage everything on top of the workspace admin as well. Super is a powerful user, and so the answer is A and C. So let's see who's answer. The answer is D. Ankit. Ankit, you already got your voucher, right? You already got D. Okay, Ankit, you got it right. So let's give some other option. The other person, Ram Prasad. Ram, probably you can just give your details. Okay. Okay. So the last one. The last one, guys. So please be ready with the answer. So what percentage is a good goal for sentiment agreement? So I mean, we haven't talked about it, but I think so. The sentiment will give you the accurate, not exactly, but it will give the accurate results. I want to know what is a sentiment agreement for percentage of sentiment agreements for good goal for the marketers to set up for all the posts. Is it 25, 46, 79, or 95? So it's a common tendency, guys. I can give some information on the special AI and ML platform. Especially, I work with many of the ML programs. I work with the Google Cloud normally for managing multiple programs inside artificial intelligence for NLP and NLM. Hope you're aware of there are good Google Cloud artificial intelligence programs available that gives an accurate of 90% for what I see. And Microsoft, as you know, they have their own machine learning programs which gives an accurate near to 70 to 80 at what I see. But Salesforce gives with near to 75 to 80, 89 or 90. 75 to 85, it's a goal for me. It's a target for every product, but 75 to 85 is what I see. The best on overall, you can see for the best three cloud enterprise companies. First, of course, it's a Google. second Salesforce, and third Microsoft, which have own sentiment models. But coming to this, as I said, 75 to 85% that what Salesforce will give sentiment analysis, sentiment modeling with NLP or NLM. So the answer is 79%. So you can see the nearest answer, 79%. The answer is C, Samir. Samir, you got it right. If I'm wrong, sorry, forgot that. Okay, thanks, Samir. Samir, you can just mention your use. Just give me your details and all. Kith, let me copy. Let me stop the record.